you, sir. I now request Honorable Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad ji to address the audience.
One of the most known and outstanding faces of the ICANN movement is Steve Crocker. Gordon Mabe, my good friend, IT Minister of Telangana, Mr. Rao, distinguished officers of my IT Electronics Department, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome on behalf of Government of India to all of you in the first post-ICANN transition conference in India. When I had gone to Marrakesh, I was eagerly looking forward to that you all come to India. And when you are here, a very warm welcome. And the extraordinary number of delegates who have come here is only an indication of the profound commitment which you attached to this movement. How I see this whole ICANN movement and the internet proliferation. Beginning with a scientific research project, internet today has become global, a great equalizer. And that has obviously led to a metamorphosis in the whole ICANN movement too. Because internet took the world by storm, whether by accident or by design. But human ingenuity pushed it as a profound global medium of connectivity, of intercourse between individuals, between nations, and also corporate entities. And the moment internet became equalizer for the world, those who govern also needed to recognize the rising aspirations. I had the occasion to address the Buenos Aires conference by technology through video from India. I could not get the time to go there. But I was present in Marrakesh and got the honor to address. Our very categorical support to the multi-stakeholder model arose of our own commitment. India is a proud democracy. Our diversity, our pluralism, our cultural heritage, which clearly propels us to respect even the contrary idea of your friend or anyone else. And yes, Steve, we have 50 political parties. At times we are noisy. But your two parties in USA more than compensate our own noise in India. But that is a lighter weight. Now, what is important is, see the diversity of India's landscape today. Our academia, our universities, our innovators, our government. You just heard the Telangana minister talking about how they are taking the initiative. We believe in partnership. And our Prime Minister says, Team India. Obviously, where the Prime Minister is the captain and the entire country has to work together. If that has been the spirit, regardless of political divide, because democracy, pluralism, inclusion is a part of our DNA. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, what we bring on the table, we from India bring on the table the voice of reason, the voice of logic, the voice of moderation, and above all, the voice of hope. And I have not the slightest doubt the next billion internet would be propelled from India, India taking a leading role. That's how I see the whole movement emerging. And therefore, when the multi-stakeholder model has come to exist, and we quite appreciate, and there is a need to complement the seamless transition which has happened from the US-controlled now to a multi-stakeholder model being complemented world over. It is equally important that new voices, new countries must find adequate respectable space in the decision making, to make it more inclusive, and to make multi-stakeholder model more meaningful. In India, we are really involved in great transformational program. Digital India, Make in India, Skill India, Startup India, Stand Up India, Smart Cities are all path-breaking program under the very visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. We have always said, by Digital India, we intend to make India a digitally empowered society, a more awakened society. And ladies and gentlemen, what is the digital profile of India? In a population of 1.25 billion plus, we have got 1.03 billion mobile phones. In the last 2 years, we have added mobile phones in India equal to the population of Italy and France together. That is the scale on which we work. We are laying extraordinary infrastructure program Telangana just talked about. We are linking 250,000 Gram Panchayat cluster of villages by optical fiber network, what we say BharatNet. We are creating other digital ecosystem to make e-payment, e-hospital, e-scholarship, finance to health, to agriculture economy, to creating mandis for the farmers market to enable them to sell their products. How can digital profile metamorphose India to make it a more empowered society? That's what we are doing. And talking in Hyderabad, I need to compliment the IT professionals of India. Indians, IT companies today are present in 200 cities of 80 countries of the world. Our IT revenue today stands at $120 billion, out of which export only is 100 billion plus. From innovation to cutting-edge technology, I'm very proud of the initiative taken by our IT professionals. And as far as startup is concerned, from the economic survey, I learned to my pleasant surprise, we have 19,000 plus startups in India, of which 5,000 were added in the last 1 year. That is the scale on which we work, ladies and gentlemen. And our idea is to partner with the global community to make internet more accessible without discrimination. And therefore, we are involved in a big program of digital literacy, as Ramarao talked about. We are going to make 600 million digitally literate in the coming 3 years. And ladies and gentlemen, how India is changing, I want to give a very emotional example talking in Hyderabad. One day I learned that a young Bidi Majdoor, farm laborers rolling bidis, raw tobacco, has become digitally literate. I complimented her on my tweet. She became a celebrity. TV cameras came to interview her. She became further celebrity. Finally, I talked to her through a translator. I asked him how you became digital literate. He said, my son works in Dubai. He's a plumber. I used to miss him and my grandson. I was told by my friends in the farm I should go to Skype and then I can talk to my son and grandson. To operate their Skype, I became digitally literate. That is the incentive working in India, and we want to replicate it more and more. Therefore, I see these are days of great excitement. But yes, the language of internet cannot be English and English alone. If internet is a powerful global tool, it must have the linkage with the local. And local means local languages too. We in India have come with Bharat. We have done a lot of domain names in about 7 Indian languages. We want to scale to 22. But on this occasion, I would like to appeal to the ICANN community that please make focused initiative to make local languages available more for internet users to make it accessible. That, I think, is the need of the hour. 2 quick issues and I conclude. Obviously, internet needs to be safe for the use of all. And the tragedy of our times, ladies and gentlemen, is that few people are abusing this beautiful creation of human mind challenge of cyber security, data privacy, fictitious unknown faces having unknown addresses are creating havoc by abuse of ICT. We very strongly feel that the government as an important stakeholder needs to have a proper role in ensuring security for the country, including for the internet, for the use of all. And therefore, the ICANN community needs to work with the security establishment to make cyber security wall more secure. And I'm sure this particular interaction of so many days is going to work wonders on that front as well, because as our PM says, cyber war is bloodless war, and we need to accept this challenge. And lastly, we need more accountability, more transparency. The Stream 2 is an operation, and Steve, we in India have profound experience of handling accountability. We have a lot of layers and layers of accountability, from the Right to Information Act, to the Parliamentary accountability, to media accountability, to court interventions, to Comptroller and Auditor Generals. Therefore, that experience of accountability can surely we love to share with the ICANN community to make your own accountability system more fair and proper and more inclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, my warm greetings once again. India is a lovely country, and Indians are good hosts. And Hyderabad, in particular, will offer you a variety of outstanding dishes. Don't miss them. They have opened their heart. India is with you. Warm greetings. Namaskar. Keep it up. Good luck.